Hey, what's happening? This your boy Chopper Zoe, live with the Evening Rush.
It's the Evening Rush.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 to 8. We might extend over. You already know what it is. Shout out to my girl Rainbow. What's going on, Rainbow?
What name was you about to say?
Yo, I'm all over the place.
It's all right. I'm here. You're here. Martine's here. We're great.
What's going on, Martine Felton? Finally, the great Martine Felton is on the air.
How you
doing?
Been,
Happy New Year, by the way, to everybody.
For a long time in the making.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So what's going on, ladies? First of all, I got to talk about what's going on with the world right now. And what's going on is the Capitol got stormed by some Trump supporters.
I just had to turn off the TV so I could focus on y'all because it is just, you can't take your eyes off of it.
Yeah, like I was lost in the sauce for a minute myself, just watching the craziness and what's going on, man, with the world right now. And like I'm just amazed. Like he lost. He lost. That's it. Every other president went out, no problem. This one has to.
They're probably also more so mad now because Georgia has we have the Senate, so they're really mad now.
Oh yeah. So hopefully that 2000 will be coming through soon. You know what I mean?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
I knew you was gonna say that.
The way I'm feeling about that 600, yeah, hopefully that 2000 come through.
It was going in
My
a
600
minute.
is going.
I ain't even get it yet.
Oh.
I ain't even get it yet.
I literally looked at my bank account. I seen $600. I was like, all right, I guess I got to pay a bill now.
Mm-hmm.
You lucked out. You got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even get it. I didn't get it. I didn't see it. I've been waiting. Like, can I get my little 600? I got some plans and
they talking about people that didn't get it yet.
They might get more than 600.
Let's send it. I need it. I got these kids to take care of. I got a whole family over here. What's good?
Yeah, Martine is right. They're saying some people may not get theirs at all until they file their
taxes.
How is that possible?
Why?
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, this world, like I said, is okay.
People ain't even get their W-2s yet. How they filing taxes?
You know, thank you, because I certainly didn't get that either.
How is that going to happen?
Oh, somebody died due to this.
That's crazy.
The lady that got shot. She passed out.
Oh, they out there shooting. See, this is why I don't watch regular TV. I just watch like YouTube and like Netflix and stuff like that. I can't watch the regular news because they really be doing too much on the news.
Mm-hmm. Well, she got shot by one of the Capitol Police because she was one of the protesters that came into the building. And shot in the neck.
Woo!
Yep.
Listen, I urge everybody to please be careful out there. You know, think about what y'all doing.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Exactly.
She hit it right on the nail.
Mind your business.
That ain't.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. We gonna
nothing
keep
to
going.
do with me. And my whole thing is, I get it. You want to protest, whatever, but you protested. You're rampaging the Capitol building. Like, this is a government building. What do you think is about to happen to you?
First of all, y'all rampaging the wrong people. Like y'all going for Trump. Like Trump is over. The Trump era is done. You know, we got a great new president, hopefully.
Those are his people, though. Those are his people who are out there protesting.
But what I don't understand, and once again, this is what I never get from this whole situation, is why can't you peacefully march? You know, and all by means, I'm gonna go out and say it. If there were black people out there marching,
they don't know what peaceful means, Don. Hello,
I think it would be something totally different from what happened to them. I didn't want to say that, but you know,
everybody else is saying it.
My whole thing is They have been the aggressors from the beginning of times and always think that Black people are the violent ones. If you look back in history, we are not the violent ones. They are.
No.
Always
Yeah,
have
you're
been.
right. You're right. You're 100% right. 100% right about that. But let's get into what we're getting into. We got Martine Felton in the building.
That's right. That's right. Gotta give her a soul clap.
Yo, it's been so long since I've been trying to get you up here. I started off with the first book, which was amazing. One of my favorites, which I was upset because
you're a big supporter of mine, Don. Thank you.
Look, don't ruin it for the rest of us, Don. Don't be telling what happens now.
I'm not gonna tell what happens, but I'm just saying it was such a great book. I was fiending for volume 2 like a long time ago.
I know.
I think I was the only one. I know I had to be a bunch of us hitting you up. Just when's volume 2? When's volume 2? When's volume 2?
You, my brother's friends.
It takes time to write a book.
I had a little cult following.
Karen says, "Hi, Martine."
Hi, Miss Karen. What? A cult following for a minute, asking me for the next the follow up, and then after I wrote that book, then babies came into the mix. I had a chick. Yes, and then we got married, and then I had Ava, and then we got married. It was just a lot of things happening. And I was like, I don't have time to write no book. So finally getting back to it. And I wrote Life Interrupted a few years back. Okay. It's still available on Amazon if you guys want to check it out. Here's the cover.
Yes.
Do they have the online book, or is it just the paperback?
You could get the paperback or the Kindle.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's on Amazon. Just look up Life Interrupted. It's underneath my maiden name. I'll show you again, Martine Cherici. So, but now I'm Martine Felton. So, but I'm going to work on the second one really soon because I just finished writing a memoir of mine.
And what's basically you going by with the memoir?
The memoir is my personal journey from way back till present day, about my self-love journey, about how I came to gain my self-worth, gain my self-awareness, and and start loving myself, and knowing what I was worth, and not accepting unacceptable treatment from specifically men. So it highlights different relationships.
Hold on. Time out.
It highlights different relationships that I was in, toxic, narcissistic relationships that I was in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it goes. And it helps people see how, I went from one stage to the next stage to the next stage, and to falling in love with myself, meeting my husband, and
meeting that great man of yours.
Yeah.
Shout out to my bro. so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. So, Tone is a friend of the show. Family,
big time family of the show.
That's right.
So that's what the memoir is about. It's called You Love, You Learn.
Nice
great
name.
title.
Mm-hmm.
It's a title, Dawn, not a name.
I wish I had the cover done, but it's still being.
No, I mean, by means, I want everybody to check it out. And once it comes out, you already know we'll have it everywhere. Either way, that's our main. We big time supporters of you.
When is the book coming?
I expect for it. I'll have a pre-order link available a little bit more when I know when the cover is going to be done, and when the proofreader is done with it. Right now it's with a proofreader right now. So once I have that, I can set a date a launch date and a pre-order date for people to actually pre-order the book.
Okay, but what they don't understand, that number one, you publish most of your own work.
Yeah, I'm self-publishing. So I'm a one-woman show. I do everything.
Yeah. So that's just another notch on your belt right there.
I don't know.
You didn't know that. Yeah, she's a self-publisher.
No, I said let them know. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew so I said let them know. This woman is out here. This strong Black woman is out here doing it.
Yeah, for all those women that say they can't do it, do something. This is one woman I've seen do a lot.
It can.
You know what I mean? Now we going from book writer. We going to fast forward a little bit. Mm-hmm. So now you became a great podcaster.
Yeah,
we're going to the podcaster.
Go on podcast first.
Yeah, of Martine's Muse.
Yes, Martine's Musings.
Tell us about that.
Well, I started my podcast when I was unemployed, actually, because I was bored and there's but so much job applications you could send out in a day. It's like, I'm like, I need to do something. I need to get involved in something. And I had started a blog. I had started a podcast, and I just really was called. I was having a spiritual awakening, to be quite honest with you. Mm. And I just wanted to be a voice for other people who were awakening, who were going through the same things that I was going through. I'm really into spirituality, hence me being an intuitive and reading tarot cards and stuff. So I started the podcast so I could just speak my shit.
And how do you pick your topics for your podcast?
What?
How do you pick your topics for your podcast?
I pick the topics based on what I'm kind of like, based upon what I'm into, and like spirituality, because everybody's into spirituality is individual. You know what I mean? It's not like just one thing for me, at least. Yeah. So as I was growing in my spirit, having my spiritual growth and all the things that I was into, I was just taking those things that I was interested in and making them topics. You know what I'm saying? And then speaking about it on my podcast. And there was also, I was bringing other females on there as well to talk about their businesses. Mm-hmm. I had a few different women like myself, Black women, come on there with me, and we had talked about different topics, holistic health. The other one, she was a literary coach, actually. She has helped in her Facebook group, and she has helped me with my self-publishing journey as well. So I had, women come on there as well and talk shit with me too.
It's a lot of women empowerment. I love it.
Yes, and that's
Black women empowerment. Let's clap that up, man. Black women empowerment. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't really just spirituality. I was just trying to cover a lot of things. I had my husband on there with me. We talked about relationships.
I admired that episode. I had to sit back and listen to it twice.
When a good couple talks about relationships, it's always good for other people as well.
But I'm gonna go on a we went to a couples retreat, and
I heard,
and I learned so much from them two. That was amazing to how I tried to transform and become a better man. You know what I mean? And I admired both of them for that. Her and Tone.
Well, me and Tom are not perfect. Don't get it twisted.
No. I didn't say that. Ain't nobody
said that they're perfect. Mm-hmm. We all know. We already know that there's
no such thing as perfect.
Yes, there's not the perfect couple. No such thing.
But the things that y'all was saying that those nights struck a chord to some things that I felt I needed to change in me to become a better person towards my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was one of the reasons why I made that happen.
Yeah. It was a great retreat. I had a really good time.
Oh yeah, me too. Definitely. If people didn't learn from it when they was out there, you really wasted your time. And we had a lot of I think maybe one or two couples weren't paying attention. I would more lean towards the one.
I'm trying to think of who it was.
I would lean to the one or two weren't paying attention.
I know who it was.
So so you still doing the podcasting?
I've been a little MIA on my podcast. I can't lie, because I've been focusing on this book. I had to get this shit done already, man.
It's hard.
Yes, it's hard, especially juggling life. It's hard, but I got it done. I got it done.
Amen.
Who's that? Karen Smith. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Yes, it is. Look, I'm not even married. I'm like, yes, it is.
you might as well say you're married.
Yes, I was about to say that. You might as well say you're married.
Yeah.
No, I have my alone time sometimes. Y'all married people, actually, y'all stay together. Like, y'all live together. We don't live together.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna say I'm married. I'm not gonna say that. We've been together as long as some married couples, but no, we are not officially married because we do not live together.
Okay. That's good.
But after 17 years, you might as well just move on in, and
we planned on it. Well, like I told you, we were supposed to get married this year, but COVID happened. So
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's go into we're gonna fast forward a little more. Life coach. Now you became a life coach.
Yes. That was in the midst of my podcasting too. I took a life coach certification course and became a certified life coach. And my focus is to help women, who are looking to get on a self-love journey, who are looking to become more self-aware of themselves, to walk in their purpose, just to be self-aware and, take care of themselves, practice self-care, and women who are like maybe coming out of toxic relationships, because all of that affects, like, the way I coach is I start with what the relationship you have is with yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you're not going to be able to function in any relationship, whether it be friendship, romantic relationship, at work. If you don't have a solid awareness of yourself and a solid love for yourself, it's going to be hard for you to function out here. So that's where I like to start off with women on where they're at with themselves. Well, how do you speak to yourself? How do you feel about yourself? That's where I start in my coaching process.
All right. So, Ms.
Karen
Smith
says, what advice would you give to someone that's suffering from low self-esteem?
Oh, I would ask them, where do they think that comes from? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we're attached to things that we carry with us into adulthood from our childhood. From our parents, from our teachers, from authority figures, like when you call a kid a bad kid, you a bad kid. When you say that enough to a kid, they carry that to adulthood.
They start to believe it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they start to believe it, and then they start to express it. So, when you have things that are embedded in you from childhood or from adolescence, I would ask that person, why do you think that you have a low self-esteem? Where do you think that comes from? And, and start from there. Like, you have to think about going to your subconscious mind and think about where those issues come from.
Got you.
I have a question. Do people with low self-esteem usually think they have low self-esteem, or they don't even realize it?
I think it could go both ways. I've seen people who don't even realize because they're so used to operating in, a low frequency like that. You know what I mean? So they don't even know that they're, that they have a low self-esteem because they're just so used to being down there, so yeah.
So, because I always thought it's low self-esteem, that's all in you, like, you know
It
what I
is.
mean?
No, but
Like,
But it
so
starts
in some
somewhere.
ways, yeah, it started had to be
I don't know.
something happened. Something happened to whoever has low self-esteem to make them feel that way about themselves. Someone must have said, "Well, you're ugly."
I mean,
Because
I
most
grew up with that, and that didn't bother
Or
me.
not even that, not even that, Rainbow. It could be that, or also you not getting your needs met as a child too, like you being neglected. You know what
right,
I'm saying? You not getting any love, any hugs, any, any
you don't
affirmations
feel
from your
well
parents. You know
worthy.
what I'm saying? It could
They
go,
don't
it could
feel
be
worthy.
that way too, like you were neglected. So then in my case, when you have parents, and a lot of times your parents, our parents, our people our age, our parents were worried about working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay? They weren't worried about, giving you hugs and coddling you and telling, what I'm
right.
saying, telling you. That's just the generation that my parents come from. They're Caribbean, they're Haitians. So it wasn't like, they were like, yeah, I'll give you food. You got a roof over your head. What,
Mm.
you good. Okay.
Right.
But most Caribbean parents, from my experience, they're not affirming you like that.
I mean,
Okay.
that's
So they
I got that as an American parent. So I wasn't
right.
coddling.
I didn't
I
get
call
that.
it coddling.
I can't say that. My mother, my mother did hug and kiss me. I don't know.
I didn't get
I'm
a.
not saying that they just sat me in a
I don't know. My
corner.
mother just
Yeah,
don't
nah,
get me
nah.
wrong. I would get beat if I needed to, but she did hug and kiss me. She did.
Nah, I mean,
She
I
did
get an
that.
occasional "I love you," but that, other
Yes,
than that, like that
yes.
whole let me pamper you and coddle you. Nah, I don't know. I guess I never got that. I mean, I do it,
No.
and that's the crazy thing because I found the way to do that to my kids. But
That's because you didn't get it, and you probably in your heart, your heart, you're like, I'm gonna be different,
mm,
and that,
Especially
what I'm saying?
you have mostly boys, and they feel like men have to be so tough and so rough, and that's not the truth. They need to be able to show emotion, because otherwise you can't show emotion to your significant other. If you can't show emotion to anyone, you don't know how to show it.
mm, mm.
It's
I
yeah.
we're gonna take a pause for the cause because Rainbow got to shout out our sponsors.
It's
Okay.
always me. It's always me. It's
It's
always
always
me.
you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the first one because I made sure I had my stuff with me.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure this time. So we got Flourishing Hair Care Systems of NYC. Ladies, gentlemen,
Ow. Was that the
kids.
amla oil?
Girl, you
I
know
like
it.
that. I like that amla oil.
That's right. Make sure y'all get y'all stuff. Men, women, children. She does it all, right? And then we have the gallery. They come on every Tuesday from 7 to 9. What's the station, Don? I can never remember the station.
It's Power Jam.
Power
Something.
Jam.
Yeah. Power Jam FM. I'm gonna write it down tomorrow. I'm gonna know every week from now. And the crazy part is, I was jamming with them last night. Oh my god, I had such a great time. Like I felt like I was back in the Bahamas just jamming. Like he was killing it, and I was like, "Yo, Ben, you
What
doing
kind of
your
music
thing,
they
man."
were playing? Soca music?
They played soul. He played a little soca, a little reggae, old school reggae, not the
Okay.
new school reggae.
I thought you
Old
were about to
school
say
reggae,
Soki.
not soca reggae. So he was going in. He was definitely going in. But I had a great time with them yesterday, just vibing with their show. But keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Uh-oh.
Rainbow never
It's
forgot
all
that.
good.
Somebody frozen.
Because
Somebody frozen.
he's
All right.
our sponsor.
So I'm gonna get into our next sponsor. Big
So
time.
we need
Mr. Plush Vodka. All day, everyday plush. You already know. We got them in the plum flavor and we got it in regular. So we definitely enjoying our plush vodka. And we can't forget our other two. TL Mac
Flush
Fitness.
Vodka. I don't know what happened to me. Flush
came back.
Flush Vodka. And we have TL Mac. Come back. TL Mac Fitness and E Blings Accessories.
Yes.
I'm like, what happened to me?
Yo, shout out to TL Mac Fitness. They're gonna be starting their own podcast January 21st on the Evening Rush Network. So shout out to them. I can't wait for that. Also, we're gonna have another podcast coming up as well on Tuesday nights. So you'll have Twin on Thursday. We're gonna have another podcast on Tuesday. We have Rainbow and her co-host of her choice soon to be on Monday nights with Ladies Night. And yeah, we moving. You already know what it is, man. Evening Rush Network. So let's get back to Miss Martine. Oh, I forgot topic of the day. Let's hit up topic of the day real quick. Topic of the day is see, you always put me on the spot.
Drum roll.
You know I don't be remembering shit.
Topic of the day is if a man pays exactly half of the bills, is he considered a provider? Yes, he is.
She said yes, he is.
I agree.
Because there are some men out here who aren't giving up any half, a quarter, a fourth, anything. Nothing.
Now, my, and that's what I was about to say. You got some guys out here that don't give up anything, and you know, they don't get that respect at home. Like they are the provider because they only give half, so they're really disrespected out here because of that.
No.
Yeah, I've seen it in a lot of cases. I've actually been in that case, in that situation. You know,
well, we're living in 2020 now. If you asked our great grandmother,
no, we're not, Martine. We're living in 2021. Do not go back there.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. It's only 6 days in. Give me a minute.
Don't do that, please.
We're living in 2021. So if you go ask your great grandmother the same question, she's gonna say, no, baby, he is not a provider, because they, back then the men literally provided everything. Mm-hmm. Now today you need 2 incomes and a side hustle to be okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, and a side hustle.
Maybe not even one, like 2 side hustles.
Yes, just to be okay. So that, I believe, if a man is providing half, and the woman is providing half too, let's not forget that. Yes, he should be considered a provider too, but she's also providing as well.
So that's where that equal come in. You don't feel that
equal amount.
At the end of the day, the man is supposed to be the head of the household.
Yes.
As far as making decisions or
why, as far as making decisions, that it would be considered your wife.
I mean, we
discuss
it.
Together.
We discuss it, but at the end of the day, like, a decision has to be made. I think, because he is the man of the house, he's supposed to, make that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, your opinions. You can tell me how y'all feel,
Well, I mean, me and my husband discuss things, before we say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. See
what they're going to do.
When it's like really super important things.
I mean, what do you mean by super? Like, all right,
like money things, anything that has to do with our household, with money, what purchases, like, I mean, for small things, if I want to go out and buy myself something, I don't have to, ask
you. Got her own money.
I mean, but no, I think that's when a comment should be made. Like, yo, listen, I'm about to buy this.
What is this though? What is this? Is this a big refrigerator for the house, or is this a pair of shoes?
Majority of the time with women, it's a pair of shoes.
So I need to tell my husband that I'm buying myself a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I think he should know when he has to, make decisions later on about based on stuff needed for the house. You know what I mean?
But
Like that.
I understand that, but
That's
even
$70.
as a couple,
That's $70. You know what I mean? That's $70 is a lot right there. You know what I mean?
Did you say $17?
He said 70.
$70.
I'm like, whose shoes was $17?
Exactly. Not unless he's gonna wear them.
No, I mean, listen. Before
the
you,
whole thing is
this thing
why
should
do
have
you
been like, listen. If I'm giving you, you know, that $70 is a bill right there. That's a bill that could have got paid. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the phone bill right there.
Well,
wait a minute.
I would assume
Does she not have her own money
bill first before you even consider
right?
buying.
But she has her own money. All of the money.
Once we say no.
You have your own money.
No.
She has her own money. Has his own money, and then they have their money.
Did she not say I do?
What does that mean?
I do.
That means I'm never supposed to have anything for myself.
No, you still get stuff, but you gotta let me know. Like, listen, I'm gonna spend $70 on this, so I could be like,
my money.
Oh, you know what?
That I work for that didn't go towards didn't have to go towards the bills and housing.
Mean? That had to go to something. Maybe the kids needed something.
What? Wait. All of the money that this woman is supposed to is all the money that this woman works for. She's not supposed to be able to put any of her own money to the side to splurge on herself.
That is some pimp shit.
See, there you go. So there should be a $50 limit between men and women. I feel you. See, I knew I was the only one feeling like this. Yo, thank you. I knew I was the only one feeling like this.
Who said that?
Wait.
Like there should be a spending limit. You know what I'm saying? And he wrote it. Did my man Osiris
$50 limit on what?
Question. So I know that not every man plays video games, but there are a lot of men out there that do play video games. So you mean to tell me? Look. So you mean to tell me that you were asking your wife for $500 to get that PS5? No. Y'all wasn't.
No, we did talk about it. No. We talked about it. I went to her before I decided to make that choice, and I said, the kids would love a PS5 for Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
The kids would love a PS5.
Theo said you wrong, Don.
Exactly.
Pull that.
You know what I'm saying?
Back up.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I did say, yo, could the kids get the PS5? And she said no. She's like, I don't feel they need it right now. They got the PS4, they got Xbox, they a little spoiled, they good. So I said, okay, babe, you know what?
Most of your children aren't old enough to play a PS5 anyway.
Nah. Listen, the ones that, the 2 16-year-olds, they deserve it. Yeah, but they deserve it. Like,
you said the 6-year-olds?
What was with me? The 16-year-olds.
Oh.
They deserve it. They're doing good in school. I think they deserved it.
Okay, they can get it at a later time.
But what about?
I don't understand how you're asking about. I don't understand how you're asking about shoes. I have to ask you to put shoes on my own feet that I work for.
Whoa! See, here we go with a comment. What he don't know, he ain't gonna miss. He's gonna miss that. First of all,
he doesn't even know about it.
That's because our money is going into her money. Our money should never be going in separate places. First of all, they should be going together.
Why?
It's our money.
This is my whole thing is you should always ask anyone, because God knows you don't know what's going to happen. Not saying anyone's marriage is going to break up, but you should always have your own savings for rainy day. Always.
You're not being right. My whole thing go in there,
and then you should have your own.
Exactly.
They should have the joint and your
life
own.
Coach said it.
The life coach
said it.
One account.
The life coach said it.
One account.
Like I said, that is some pimp shit. You want some pimp
Joy, I know you ain't putting up with this shit. What's that?
Yo, Flynn, I'm sorry, the phones is down today. So
now the phones is down.
Yeah, the phones is down, bro. You don't have to definitely keep going live and comment.
Out here with his bullshit. I bet the phone is down.
The phone is down today, bro. Yeah.
All our money should be together. Yeah, Dawn is living in the Stone Age, Karen. You're right. Bullshit.
Yo, listen, I it's not the Stone Age. I really believe
I
we
gotta work all day for my money and then say, "Here, baby, here's my paycheck."
So I do the same thing. I work all day for my money. The money
but you
goes
almost said that you out here making the decisions.
Yeah, decision to pay this bill, to pay that bill, make sure the kids are straight, and then if there's something extra, what I mean.
Like
now you can go get.
I don't understand. I don't believe nothing that you're saying because I do not believe that Joy would put up with this shit.
Listen,
we've been first of all, we didn't say that before, Don. You didn't say that if there's if there's something extra. Of course, we have to pay our bills first before you have that disposable income where you want to buy myself.
You're responsible.
Okay, but now, this is what I'm saying. At that point, now, say we have maybe we'll throw a number out here. Like we have maybe $200 left.
Right.
Now we're not talking about we're not talking about savings money or none of that. We're just talking about the money. Boom. This is the money we paid the
particular paycheck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So now
100 of that is yours and 100 of that is hers.
Nah, what I just said. Listen, now we get down to it. Now we up to that little bit of money. Right? Okay. Now listen, I gotta go to work. I gotta make sure I have lunch. You're in the house. As long as there's food in the house, I don't really think
part of your them should have been part of your expenses. Like you knew you had to go to work.
Those shoes are not that important now. Don't you see how them shoes are no longer that important?
Yes, but if she has her own money saved in her own savings account,
no, that's like cheating.
Her money, and she saves up. Like say if she wants to buy a pair of expensive like $300 shoes, and she's been saving for months for it. She has the right to buy it. If she's been saving $25 a week for it,
retail therapy is needed. Retail therapy is needed.
Yeah,
bam.
You just made me cry. Look at that. Yeah, I got tears. $300. Shoot. Whoa.
Yes. $300 shoes.
That's right. $300 shoes.
That's right. She wants to be fancy. Maybe she wants to on a nice shoe with you.
Make sure you call me tomorrow about this.
Thank you, TL Mac.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Phone, definitely call me tomorrow, man. We need to talk about
Exactly.
Did you say phone?
Tone, you got to call me tomorrow. We need to talk about this $300 shoes. Good Lord.
Okay.
Oh man, y'all gonna make me peel myself. Stop it.
Right.
Karen said, "I handle the finances." She said,
"That's right.
I bring home the bacon and lay it down."
Okay, Mama Winnie, all that.
Karen, bad mother jumper. She's so nuts. She said she handles the finances. She brings home the money and she lay it down in the bedroom. She got 4 jobs.
All right, yo.
I really think like a man would be considered a provider if he splits it, and because in today's day, you need 2 people with an income, at least 2 people, 2 incomes.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's not a game out here, man. The bills
it's
climbing.
Hard for a man. A man has to be
especially in New York
in order to take care of him, and his wife doesn't have to work at all. Like it ain't that many of people who's allowed to do that here.
That's rare.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah.
You got to be taken to be and living in New York to do that.
Or you got to be living with your family.
Always. All right, so let's get back to it. So I wanted to get into this whole new Martine wave.
Paras and crystals. I love it.
Yes, intuitive. Now I got it confused when I first talked to you because I asked you about medium and intuitive is 2 different things. Yes. So can you explain the difference?
A medium, I do have mediumship abilities, but when you asked me, I just said intuitive, just put down intuitive because being intuitive is part of being a medium. And so the difference is Being intuitive is really, really being connected with your intuition and being able to read situations, being able to read people, and just having those real gut feelings. And, you know, being able to guide yourself with those gut feelings. So
have you always felt that you've been an intuitive, or did this
I've always had a heightened intuition, yes. But I didn't know it. I didn't know it for a very long time. And part of that, I talk about that in my memoir too. Because a lot of the
like things, that could scare someone.
Huh?
I said something like that could scare someone.
What do you mean?
Like some people, like you said, you didn't always know it. Like, and if you feel someone else's energy, that could sometimes, not you per se, but sometimes that could scare someone else. Like they be like, well, how did you know that? Well, what do you?
Yeah, that has happened. That has happened. But back in the day when I was younger, in my 20s and my 30s, when certain things were happening and I was feeling it, and I was feeling people's energies, and just a lot of weird things were happening. And I always had high levels of anxiety because of it, because I didn't know what was happening. You know what I mean? So that's being intuitive. Now, being a medium is being a medium, the medium person between the living and the spirit realm, being able to communicate with the spirit realm.
And when did you find yourself doing that?
Most recently, like going on 2 or 3 years. Like when I talked about earlier, when I was having my spiritual awakening, that was all part of it. It was a whole culmination of things that happened that awakened me to these gifts that I had. I had lost my job. My mom was diagnosed with advanced dementia. We had a lot of financial issues because I lost my job, and things were really, really, really tough. And my mom's got lost a few times. Then the final straw was that she got lost for 2 days. We couldn't find her.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had to put her in a nursing home, and that really weighed heavy on me and Tony, because, you never want to put your parent in a place, but we were not qualified to take care. We couldn't take care of her because she was a flight risk. Like that last time that she got lost for 2 days, she waited till I was in the shower and she left the house, because we was watching her like a hawk, because she will always try to leave and say, "Oh, I gotta go here. Oh, I gotta do this." Yes, she was crafty. Okay, she was very crafty, and so. All of that happening at one time really, for me, really sparked, my intuition. And I started, just feeling things, and ears ringing, and there's a whole bunch of symptoms that come with that.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. And so then I started, I have a friend who is a medium, and so, he suggested, he told me, he said, you're going to be doing what I'm going to be doing, what I'm doing. He was like, that's what you're going to be doing. I see you doing what I'm doing. And I was like, oh, hell no. Right. At first, I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Right. And
like that, I mean, yeah.
I'm not afraid of it. Because I grew up around, readers and other mediums. Like my mom's has gifts too. So I'm not afraid of it, but I just never thought that I would be the reader. I've gone to them, you know what I mean, in the past, but I never thought that it would be me sitting on the other side of the table. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Like Rainbow, like, like, it's.
I mean, everybody has their thoughts about it. Some people are skeptics.
I'm not a skeptic. I remember we've had these conversations before. I'm not a skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
I told you like last time, I believe in voodoo, which I got it put on me, by a young Haitian lady, and I believe.
Okay, question, John. Yeah. What do you think she put? Like, you think she put voodoo on you, but what do you think it's over now, or?
Oh yeah. I actually went somewhere, and a younger Spanish lady, she was also into reading tarot cards and everything, and she talked me through it. She gave me the egg. She said, rub it against the body, put it underneath the bed, all of it, and I did all of it. And honestly,
she had to protect yourself.
Yeah, and it worked. And ever since then, I've been good. So,
but why do you think this woman put voodoo on you? What did you do, Don? What did you do? No, let me stop.
We'll save that for a later date. Yeah, we'll save that for another conversation.
I want to get into the crystals, Martine.
Yeah, I love my crystals.
Yeah, because my cousin, she's like really like into. I guess she's going to a psychic. Her, my mother, my sister. Mm-hmm. I don't know. My mother and my sister, the psychic told them that they had too much going on and they couldn't be read, so they had to go home. They was doing too much. Wow. Yeah, but my cousin, she's going to psychics pretty not regularly, but she's going several times, and we all believe in it. I absolutely believe in it, and she's like getting into crystals. I would like to know more about crystals.
Well, there are a ton of different types of crystals depending on they all have different properties, different healing properties. Mm-hmm. Like this one that I'm wearing right now is a rose quartz.
I love rose quartz.
And this crystal is very high vibrational. If you meditate, it's really good to hold a rose quartz in your hand and to always just have rose quartz on your body. It's for attracting love. Not only attracting love, but for you to be more compassionate and for your heart to open and for you to be.
I'm getting one right now. What's a good place to get stones to get crystals? I need one.
They got a lot of crystal shops. Where you live at?
In Queens.
Oh, okay. All right. There's a place that me and my daughter go to it's in Rockville Center. I don't know about any ones in Queens, but in Rockville Center, there's a crystal. It's basically a mystical store. They sell everything spirituality.
Okay,
so you're gonna find.
I think I know exactly which one you're talking about, though.
It's called for A Time for Karma.
Okay.
It's
I hear they say rose quartz is also good for for fertility. Is that what they said?
Well, it's centered around love. So
I gotta stay away from that one.
You stay away from it. I'm talking about me because
no, but I'm just saying, I don't know what crystals are good for fertility. I honestly don't know. But if you're looking to be, more grounded and more rooted in yourself, then you have, red jasper. And, there's other ones called carnelian, which is good for creativity. It's different ones. You have to do the research depending on what you want to heal, because they have real healing properties too. If you cleanse them and charge them, you can charge your crystal in direct sunlight or in full moonlight. Yeah. And when you buy a crystal, make sure that you cleanse it. You sage it. Get some sage or incense. If you don't have sage, get some incense and cleanse around the crystal before you put it on your body. Okay. And take away all the negative energy of other people touching it, because your crystals are really personal to you. You have to bond with them so they soak up your energy.
So the tarot card thing. How does that work? Because I saw the other day you was flipping them, and then I was like,
yeah,
you was flipping the cards, Martine, and that was it.
No, that same medium friend I was telling you about, because when he was saying, you're gonna be doing what I'm doing, and I was like, oh hell no. And then I went back. I was like, okay. So how, and I was asking him, how do I work on this, work on my intuition, work on my abilities? And he had suggested, he was like, well, start with cards. You know what I mean? Connect meditation and start with the cards. And that's how I got started. When I meditate, I feel things, I see things, I sometimes hear spirit, and and when I'm doing my cards, I make a connection with spirit. And it's not me that's flipping the cards. They control all of this. You know what I mean? So
no, listen. I talked to my BFF and she was like, yo. I'm like, okay.
Okay, I know.
I was like, yo, because I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to come and do the flipping card thing because I'm like, that's something I want to know. Listen, I don't know what it's called, so I the flipping.
It's called a tarot reading.
It's okay. Yes. Rainbow, it's okay. I'm used to him. I know what he's saying.
So I said I think I want to do it, but I got, like I said, I got a little nervous after she said what she said, because she was like, yo, she was on point. Like, the thing she was saying was real.
It's because the universe speaks to her.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But it's
so
you know what
you do right there, Rainbow.
Do you really want to hear certain things the universe saying to you?
You need to know because it will prepare you.
It's
scary. It will prepare you. I feel it prepares you.
Yo, it's
whatever the universe has in store for you.
Listen, it can be scary, and I'm not gonna lie, I still have a little underlying fears, but every day as I, like yesterday, I just spoke to a medium that I'm becoming friends with, and I'm hoping that she can mentor me, and that I can learn from her because she is really fucking good, and and so it's about like I was telling her before, I do have some underlying fears, but I just have to keep practicing, keep doing it, and just know that I'm supported, and protect myself. You always, as someone who is, if you're going to be communicating with the spirit realm and stuff, you have to first and foremost is protect yourself. Because if you're going to be sensing energies and you're not sure what energies there is, let's face it, there's dark energies out there too. It's not all love and light, Yeah.
They tell us the same thing. They tell us the same thing for like massage, for massage therapists. Like after a treatment, you're supposed to like grab like a cold pipe, something to get the energy that you just got from that person and get it out of you. Because you never know if it's good energy or bad energy.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I forgot you do it. So you're a healer too. It's a different modality.
Yeah,
you are a healer too.
So what do you say?
I'm trying to get into energy healing and sound healing.
Reiki. Yes. I wish I did have the I don't know what it is that Reiki has, but you feel it when someone is doing Reiki on you feel that energy going through your body.
Say that again. And
it's literally someone just passing their hands over you. They haven't touched you. They don't have to touch you. Like it's literally just energy being passed through your body, and it feels like, woo. It feels like you caught a chill.
Yeah. I had an energy healing 2 times in my life so far, and both times was with the same girl. She was very good. She was a shaman. Okay, she was like on some next level shit, but she was good.
I need that number.
She's in Brooklyn. I'll give it to you.
I'll travel.
So, how do you feel about people that doubt what you do?
I'm learning to not give a fuck. I'm just learning to just be who I am and show up. And not care. And I just had this conversation with Tony yesterday because, I only care about what my family thinks. And sometimes I need to check in with him. And and I asked, and I told him, I was like, I just want to make sure that you're okay with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because he's super supportive, and I don't want to take advantage of that. So I try to check in and be like, are you okay with this? Because somebody might come up to you and be like, Tone, your fucking wife, she reads cards and shit. What's up with that bullshit? You know what I mean? Or something. Yeah.
And then Tone will be like, mind your fucking business. Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
But you got to check in. You got to make sure you good with this. So yes, he's supportive. So, but I've been learning to not more and more every day, just don't care and just show up as me, because this is me.
And that's
definitely
a way
to believe it.
So back to your girl empowerment thing. Do you have advice for men too, or is it just female?
What do you mean for coaching?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my target, I'm not going to lie, I target women because women are the ones who seek this self-help stuff out.
How you figure it's just women? Like there's some men. I need self-help.
But I'm learning. Let me finish.
All right, my bad.
Damn, stop running your mouth, Dawn.
I'm learning that there are men out there who are connected to their feelings and emotions too, and not afraid to talk about things too. As you guys get older, y'all tend to be like, all right, this is it. Like, this is how I feel. I need
to fix the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to a certain age, you're just tired. You're tired. Like, you're tired of the bullshit, and you just like, I need a change.
But I would say my main audience is women, but I'm not opposed to coaching men at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but your intuition must give you a good it must help you with your
her energy. Her
life
energy
coaching.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. See, I'm learning that how to fuse my intuition and my coaching together. And I never knew there was something called an intuitive life coach. And I was like, that's it. Because I was never, how you have that light bulb moment?
Yes.
And then yes. And I saw this group on Facebook of intuitive life coaches and all this free content and information. And I was like, this is what I've been trying to connect with. This is how I've been trying to bring the two together. So yeah, the intuition definitely helps in coaching because you can meet people where they are, you know what I mean? And kind of read them and know what they need before they, anticipate their needs before they even say it or express it to you.
Because hard. Sometimes it's hard for people to tell you exactly what it is that they think they need.
Right. Because they
may even know it. They may even know it, but they're too afraid to tell you.
It's not what if a client will come to me and say, well, this is my problem. Most of the time, that's not even the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like they think that's the problem or the issue. But when we start talking and digging deep, then you find out it's something totally different. So that's where the intuition comes in. It really helps.
I mean, most of your females, it's about love. Majority of them is about love. I already know. They skip the whole everything else.
What you mean?
Why do you say that? What are you talking about?
Because I'm saying majority of women, they head towards, well, my love, if I'm going to ever fall in love or if I'm ever going to get married, or it's not more of that than anything else.
No. Because I'm not a relationship coach. I'm a self-love, a transformation coach.
Love for herself.
I'm helping women, connect with themselves, love themselves so that they can, be more in their power, more in their purpose. Because when you are walking on your path, then everything just falls right into place. When you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, your purpose, everybody here has a unique purpose on earth. So when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what God has sent you here to do, and it's like shit just falls out. It seems like shit just falls out the sky for you. Opportunities and, and money and relationships and connections. You know what I mean? So that's what I help people with. Like, get in touch with yourself, love yourself, be aware of yourself so that you can step into your purpose and live your best life.
Okay. Amen.
Amen.
That hit me right here.
Yeah, because that was one of the questions someone had asked me.
About relationship coaching?
No. About with you being intuitive, do you still believe in God?
Oh, absolutely.
So that was one of the questions someone had asked me.
Yes, I do absolutely believe in God.
And that was one of, so I now that it's out there.
Because some people think that mediums, like if you're connecting with the spirit realm, that you're connecting with
the devil.
Yes, the devil or bad energies, or that you don't believe in God.
But they do know that spirits are also there are evil spirits, but there are also good spirits, right?
Absolutely. And I don't
witchcraft over there
with benevolent spirits, good spirits. Okay.
So witchcraft over there, Martine. I didn't know that.
And angels, we all have angels. We all have all three of us are sitting right here right now on this Zoom. Each of us has a team of angels, guides, ancestors that are walking with us every day, that are sitting with us right now.
Amen.
Okay. And those, they work for God. You know what I mean? So how could you not believe in the spirit realm and not believe in God?
Got you.
There is a higher power, no matter what.
And like I said, this is one of the questions that I received, and I was like, I will ask.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
And look, I got an amen up there. Go ahead.
Amen.
I already said my amen, so I guess that's why. Amen.
So now it's being a mother, a wife. You got all of this going on. What's next?
What's next is launching You Love, You Learn, the memoir.
That's right.
Then writing the follow-up to Life Interrupted.
Look at y'all. Y'all got what y'all wanted.
In terms of writing, I'm trying to launch a coaching practice as well. I'm trying to launch a coaching practice, and that's what's up next for me. And hopefully I'll be able to quit my job in a couple of years.
What do you do?
I'm a book editor. I work for a publishing company, and I'm a book editor. So I'm not far from what I do normally, but I don't want to be doing it for them anymore. I just want to work for me.
Girl, you ain't got to tell me.
That's the smartest thing you can always do.
You ain't got to tell me. Who wants to work for someone when they can work for themselves?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm done. Well, I'm so done.
I see you, girl.
So, ladies, we've reached that time.
It's an hour already. We've been jibber jabbering.
T, tell them where they can find you at.
On Instagram at Martine Felton. Everything is under my name. I have a YouTube. It's Martine Felton. YouTube, Facebook, Martine Felton. My Facebook group is Martine Felton Coaching and Healing.
What's the podcast?
And I have a website, martinefelton.com. So everything, just put in my name and all my stuff, in Google, and my website will come up.
So I want to thank you.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. The podcast. Where can we listen to
podcast? My podcast is streamed on all podcasting platforms: Apple, Google, Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, and something else.
And something else.
I'll be the same way. I will not lie, I'll be like, we're on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Breaker, and like 3 more of them.
So many funky names and something else. I don't know. Just go to Apple or Google. Most likely that's where or Spotify. That's where you get it.
You know what I mean? Well, y'all already know what it is, man. You can catch us on Anchor FM, everything the Evening Rush, the Evening Rush show. If you look in the background, y'all see we have a new logo. So shout out to Christine on that one.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I love it myself. Like, you know what I mean? So you will be seeing wardrobe coming soon. New banners, of course. I don't know. I might not change the banners because
wardrobe. You mean apparel? We gonna have uniforms?
Huh?
Uniform.
You said wardrobes. I said you mean apparel?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Come on, stop.
What, like t-shirts and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the plug for that, Don. Because
I got you, yo.
I'm trying to get some merch going myself.
You know,
everybody's trying to get some merch going.
Listen. You
I'm
know,
serious.
you the sis, man. You the sis. Anything you need, you know what I mean? I can help you. It's there. Enough said. You ain't even gotta say less.
Say less. I mean?
Yeah, say less. You already know. You know what I mean? So, Rainbow, you got anything to say before we break out?
I just want to say I really, really, really enjoyed this interview. I'm glad. I'm not glad that it took this long
for you guys having me. I'm so grateful and thankful. Thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna have to happen again after the memoir come out, and then again after Life Interrupted comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I need a free copy.
To get the first one on Amazon if you choose. Okay.
Please do. Look, I've only gotten to chapter 2, and I'm already invested. I'm like, what's happening next?
Yo, and that's what it is. Like it just kept calling me, and I was like I'm trying to do other stuff, and it just kept calling me, and I'm like, and then when I finally read it once, I had to read it again because I just wanted to remember and catch up on some things. So I'm.
Well, you're gonna have to read it again because when she does 2, you're gonna have to read one again just to remember what happened.
A pre-copy of the second one. I need a pre-copy of the second one so I could know what I'm talking about. We're gonna be ahead of the game.
Okay, right. No doubt.
Ahead of the game. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Amen.
We appreciate you always. You know what it is. It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday. Make sure you check us out. Next week we're back. I think it's Kiki Boutiques we'll have in the building. So definitely, you know what it is, man. Check us out. We're going out with my boy Fresh as always. Yo, love you, little bro. You know what I'm saying? You definitely missed.
Definitely.
And we'll holler back, man.
My nephew told me I'm a king in a crown fit. You can catch me in $1,000 outfit. I'm so Barkley, the rant got him stepping in. I can never leave my city so hood with it. She just swallow everything so good with it. I be praying for these niggas feeling bad for them. I could talk about my life, know that pain real. I see my moms get hit.